Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis, we are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Indianapolis Colts. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. A timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Okay, ready?
A short throw to Musgrave. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Watch out now. 50 series. Ready.
To throw on second down is Young. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A short throw to Musgrave. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Let's go, charge.
Off the play fake, Young. And ball caught. It's Rice. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Now 2nd and 3.
22 needle. Ready.
A play fake. Now Young. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Young will set to throw. Rolling to his right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it with Achane. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. The slot man in motion right. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. In motion left, the tight end.
Ready, ready.
In motion right, it's a tight end. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Indianapolis Colts. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Set.
The drive starts with a run from Achan. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now here's Young. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. You look at this Colt defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season. But, boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better, and they're out to prove it again in this game.
And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And another timeout taken by the Colts. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Here's Young from the shotgun. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well.
I'm not sure that that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
1st and 10, Young. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there in the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, Achan. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now Achan on 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Young now. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this 1st quarter. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They'll run, Achan. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good 1st step.
On 2nd down, Young. He's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Brevin Jordan, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, That's right. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Yellow. Hey, 15, 15, 15.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll be stopped right there at the 31. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready, break.
Here's 2nd and 3. They go play action. Young. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie. See what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. They set up the screen. Achane has it. There he goes left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27.
Fight, 97.
Up the middle, Achane. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Young going to move him around. To throw is Young. To throw on 2nd down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
So many times defensive backs get caught playing the man rather than the football, but not in this case. That's an excellent play. Did exactly what you're supposed to do. Attack the football and help break up the pass.
Yep, as a result, knocks it down. And Young's throw there incomplete.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now Mahomes. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On 1st down, back to Achane. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. On 2nd down, a run by Achane. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Ball's ready.
Now Young. A quick throw there is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. They'll go. Achane. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Young. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Ready.
Here is Young. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. To throw, Young. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Ready.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Young. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they can keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. First down now, but that clock rolling. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Vikings will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 2020 high.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Attack!
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Colts are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Yellow. Hey, 43, 15.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he'll take it just outside the 40. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Ready.
3rd and 5. On 3rd down, Achane. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 73 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Achane. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Vikings. Devon Achane, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by York is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And this taken in by Downs. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Jair Elam makes a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jonathan Allen, the former 1st-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. But when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A short throw to Musgrave. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Well, I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
York able to send this one through, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides would be thrilled with that.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. Now here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Vikings are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. Rashee Rice, 71 yards. And the Vikings look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. York on now for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Colts. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Tucker with the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here we go.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Young from the shotgun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 14. Achane gets it from the gun. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And they're at the point of the... where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete as well.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Green jack. Check smash.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. Jamison Williams, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Yellow.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Hey, 57, 57. Yellow, 15, 15.
Mahomes now on first down. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Yellow, yellow. Attack, attack. Come back.
Mahomes now on first down. And oh my goodness, here's a fifth interception. Jair Elam makes a pick. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
22 needle. Set.
Right back to Achane on second down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Throw caught by Achane. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
On the set.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Set, guard.
A run straight ahead with Achane. 131 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Achane here, they stay on the ground. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Ready?
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me.
And now here is another interception. Kaiir Elam makes a pick. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on.